This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think this.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll kick off the drive with Dallas. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. On 4th down, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. A give for Walker running right. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to Walker on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He hits his target, Lockett. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run on first down with Dallas. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Geno. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Colby Parkinson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Dancing to his left. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A first down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. To throw is Cousins. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll run with Cook. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Osborne, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Throwing, Cousins. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Cook up the gut. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 29 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now Gino on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get on. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. He's got it to Treadwell. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this one's incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. Now Cousins here on the bootleg, out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. This is a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Here's Walker. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for two. Smith now to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That's good for 28 yards. Here's Cousins. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lap. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Now Cousins. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. There he goes, right side.